on TV, online, and on your smartphone. This is Ticker News.
Right now, this is Ticker News Insight.
Hello and welcome back to Ticker News Insight. I'm Vinay Ozdemir. Now, a buyer's agency might be just what you need if you're trying to buy a property within a short period of time, or if you want to avoid the stress. Well, for the past 6 years, Krilos Mansour has been operating his own buyer's agency called First Brick Property. For more, let's bring him in. Thank you for your time. Now, let's dive straight in. Why did you start a buyer's agency business and how did you get into it?
Yeah, thank you for having me. I started the business 5-6 years ago. Prior to that, I was an optometrist. I had a master's degree in optometry and I was testing people's eyes, but I was a little bit bored and my passion was really in real estate. And I had consumed all the real estate information out there, all the books, listened to all the podcasts, went to seminars, and they were really good at teaching you theory on how to hypothetically build a portfolio, but no one was actually telling you how to do it and what to look for and how to actually perform the task. So I had to figure it out myself. And then I found that there were all these other people that didn't know how to do it, and family and friends, and I had figured it out. And I had so much knowledge around it, and I was passionate about it. And all I wanted to do was talk about property and help people buy property. So I started helping my friends and family buy property. And eventually I started building these spreadsheets filled with data, and I was just obsessed with real estate, whether or not I was buying. And then one day a friend tells me, there's this thing called buyer's agency. And I quit my job the next day and I said, this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life. I just want to help people invest in real estate, create a better future for themselves, and build portfolios out and take the stress out of doing it for them. Because people found it stressful and I found it really fun, and it was just an enjoyable thing for me to do. So that's how it all started 5-6 years ago.
Absolutely. Now, just go through, how does a First Brick, your business, help people? I mean, there's so many steps involved in buying property. How does a buyer's agent help people?
Yeah, great question. We tailor our approach with every client because everyone is different, and there are people that will, have a one size fit all and only one strategy works. But really at First Brick, we believe everyone is their own individual person with their own risk tolerance, with their own goals, with their own budgets. And because of that, we tailor our approach to each and every person, and we take care of every step of the way. So the first thing we do is we sit down together and we set strategy, or we discuss their goals and their finances and their risk tolerance, and find out, okay, you are here now and you want to get to here. How do we get there without putting you in an uncomfortable position where you're over leveraged, or you're in a really remote location and it's too risky for you, things like that. We work out where you want to get to, where you are now, and then we run a nationwide data analysis where we look at hundreds of data points per suburb, and we look at every single suburb in the country, trying to narrow down all of Australia essentially down to 10 to 20 suburbs that we call our target suburbs for that particular client or for that particular person, and it matches their exact investment needs for their personal journey in building their portfolio, because everyone is different. Some people want to build a portfolio of 5, some people just want to buy one property, even buy their dream home. So everyone is different. So we do this data analysis coupled with this strategy session to work out exactly where we want to be, because you've probably heard the saying, location, location, location. So we spend a lot of time on our data analysis getting the location right. Once we've got that done, then we take care of the rest of the process in terms of sourcing properties off market, speaking to agents in the area, negotiating on behalf of the client, organizing due diligence, so solicitors, building and pest inspections, visual inspections as well. And then once we get a deal, we organize, property managers to take care of the property for our clients moving on. So we take care of this process literally every step of the way for our clients, and we do it all with a data focused approach. So there's no emotion involved, and one of the biggest mistakes in real estate is getting emotion involved. So we take out all the emotion. It's strictly a numbers game, and that's how we make our clients profitable investments, but it is very tailored to their personal situations.
That is an interesting process that clients go through. Now, why should people use a buyer's agent? Can you just go through that real quickly?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, buyer's agency now, lots of people know what a buyer's agent is. When I started 5-6 years ago, I think there was only, a couple hundred of us in the entire country, and now there's a few thousand. So people are much more aware of it. But I remember this question coming up all the time when I started, because, we didn't really exist. People were like, why would I pay someone to help me buy property? I could do it myself. And you definitely can, and I'm not saying for 1 minute that every single person needs a buyer's agent. However, if you don't have the time, if you're a time poor professional, or if you don't have the expertise, if you're not sure what you're looking for, if you actually really want to build a portfolio without guessing, you need to use an expert. And it's like in any industry. I mean, if my car breaks down, I don't know how to fix my car, I go to a mechanic. If I'm sick, I go to a doctor. If my teeth hurt, I go to a dentist. And likewise in real estate, when you're selling property, people don't tend to sell themselves. You can, but then you go to a real estate agent.
Yeah.
Because they're experts, and these real estate agents, they negotiate every day. Likewise, when you're buying, people only buy 1, 2, sometimes if you're do it really well, you buy up to 6 properties in your lifetime. But even up to 6, you're only doing it 6 times in your life, and you're competing and you're negotiating. Right. With agents that do it every day.
That's definitely, great points that you have there. Well, that's all the time that we have for the program for now. For more, head to our website at tickernews.co. I'll see you soon.